Imagine a secret base hidden between two warring nations. Not quite friend, not quite foe. It's not part of the battlefield, and it's not part of the homeland either. It exists in the shadows, a no man's land cloaked in silence and suspicion. In the world of cybersecurity, we call this space the DMZ. What is the DMZ? The Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, is a special zone on a network, a buffer that separates your trusted internal network from the untrusted external world, like the internet. Think of it like this. Your internal network is a castle. The internet is a wild, dangerous forest full of dragons, trolls, and spies. The DMZ is a fortified outpost sitting between your castle wall and the forest, open enough for diplomacy, strong enough to resist an ambush. Why use a DMZ? Let's say your organization wants to offer services to the public such as a website, an email server, or a file transfer service like FTP. These need to be reachable from the outside by customers, partners, or even job applicants. But here's the catch. If you let outsiders directly into your private castle, you're practically inviting the enemy to dine at your table. So instead, you place these public-facing services inside the DMZ. They're isolated from the rest of your kingdom. If one of them is compromised, the intruder is still not inside your real network. Imagine an airport. The passenger terminal is the DMZ. Behind the glass doors is the secure area. Only employees and verified staff can go there. The parking lot and roads represent the internet. Anyone can access it. You can interact with check-in kiosks, grab food, or even access free Wi-Fi in the terminal. But unless you have special credentials and pass security checks, you're not getting into the control tower or baggage system. Alright, so here's how it works. You'll notice there are two firewalls. The first firewall, which is external, allows incoming connections to the DMZ. The second firewall, which is internal, blocks unsolicited traffic from the DMZ into the internal network. This setup is known as a dual firewall architecture, basically double protection. What happens in the DMZ? Well, stays in the DMZ. Let's say, for example, a hacker manages to compromise your web server in the DMZ. They might be able to deface your website or maybe steal some logs, but they can't touch your internal network because there's just no direct bridge. It's like burning the gatehouse while the castle remains untouched. Common services placed in the DMZ include web servers, FTP servers, email gateways, proxy servers, VPN endpoints, and voice over IP servers. These systems are built to serve the outside world, but they're also hardened and monitored because they're the most exposed. Alright, so here are some quick tips. A DMZ is basically a physical or logical subnetwork that contains and exposes an organization's external-facing services. It adds a layer of security by isolating those external services from the internal network. Usually it's set up using firewalls or routers with access control lists or ACLs. This setup helps prevent lateral movement into the internal network if there's ever a breach. And sometimes you'll hear it called a perimeter network. So what if you don't use a DMZ? Well, then your web server just lives inside your internal network. And if someone hacks it, they now have a golden key. Just one open door and the entire internal kingdom lies vulnerable. So remember, the DMZ is not just a zone, it's a sentinel, a sacrificial lamb, really. It takes the hits so your core stays secure. It's neither trusted nor completely exposed. It's the haunted hallway between two realms, the Twilight Zone of cybersecurity.